While the US has failed to agree on a national carbon trading scheme, some of its states have banded together to form regional pacts. But many of the same arguments heard here in Australia are threatening their success too. North America correspondent Jane Cowan reports from Dover in Delaware.
This is America's first mandatory cap-and-trade scheme in action.
In the span of 2.5 years, we went from being a primarily coal state to being a primarily natural gas state with a lot of renewables.
In 10 states, from Maryland to New York, emission levels for the utility sector are capped and polluters buy permits which are auctioned, with the proceeds reinvested in clean energy. The aim was to cut emissions by 10% by 2018, but Delaware reports a startling drop of 40%.
In Delaware alone, we've shut down 3 coal plants. We put $250 million of controls on another.
Because of the recession, greenhouse gas emissions were lower than they would have been anyway. So, it's going to be hard to separate that out.
Authorities say power bills have gone up by only a few dollars a year.
I think everyone can just suck it up and, pay a little bit more.
Sure. Why not? It helps us breathe, right?
New Jersey's governor isn't convinced. He's withdrawn his state from the scheme.
We're not going to do it by participating in gimmicky programs.
California's preparing to launch America's biggest carbon market, which will cover 85% of the state's worst polluters and hopes to link to Europe. But it too has encountered obstacles, a legal challenge delaying the January start date until 2013. While individual states are pushing ahead with carbon trading schemes, the broader debate has been thwarted by a newly resurgent Republican Party, which is painting it as a new tax. All of which means the world's largest economy and second largest emitter of greenhouse gases still has no national plan to deal with the problem. And none on the horizon. Jane Cowan, ABC News, Delaware.